Good evening and welcome to Apollo Wilson Field here at St. Thomas High School. Our St. Thomas Eagles host the St. Pius Panthers in the TAPS Division I District 4 matchup. We're glad to have all players, coaches, families, and fans in attendance as these two programs compete with pride, passion, and sportsmanship. Please join us in supporting our student athletes and representing our schools with class throughout this evening. First, we begin with the visiting team's starting lineup. Batting first, number 1, Jaden Lee. Playing second base, number 2, Sean Marquez. Playing third base, number 21, Adrian Magallanes. Playing catcher, number 3, Riley Cifuentes. Playing left field, number 6, Connor Romero. Playing first base, number 11, Jake Matula. Playing right field, number 7, Andrew Kirkland. DH and number 9, Jackson Clark. Playing center field, number 5, Joe Yelgiano. Their head coach is led by Mike Evans. Now for your 24-time state champion St. Thomas Eagles starting lineup. Batting first, second base, number 11, Braxton Mandela. Batting second, your shortstop, number 3, Quis Fuentes. Batting third base, number 17, Trick Marin. Batting fourth, left field, number 7, Travis Ruck. Batting fifth, your first baseman, number 13, Henry Beck. Batting sixth, your DH, number 20, Reed Housley. Batting seventh, your catcher, number 26, Will Bryant. Batting eighth, your right fielder, number 35, Kiki Cardona. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 2, Jay Martintel. And tonight, your starting pitcher is number 23, Hunter Sage. The St. Thomas Eagles are led by head coach Adam Mazzarella. Next, we ask that you direct your attention to the mound as a welcome grouping in the leadership school. Before that,
welcome in, everybody, to Father Wilson Field. St. Thomas Eagles baseball. Andrew Carter here with Jeff Kemps. Jeff, huge win for the Eagles in their last game on Tuesday against Concordia Lutheran. How do they keep the good times rolling here today on Friday?
I'll tell you what, Andrew, that was a fantastic game Tuesday night with the opportunity to win that game. Patrick Daly coming in, striking out the last 2 guys. Biggest thing tonight's game, don't strike out, make contact, and then keep your command going in the 4th and 5th and 6th innings. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely. Relief was huge in that victory. 3 shutout from Patrick Daly and Luke Orr both. It was tight, but they managed to pull it out. Big game here tonight. Don't go anywhere. When we return after this break on the Legacy Sports Network, we'll be close to first pitch. We'll be right back.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
At United Community, we're more than a credit union. We're here with the financial solutions you need to keep life moving forward, so you can focus less on your money and more on what matters. Unite your financial future at unitedccu.com.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and, whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist. Your ticket everywhere.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Ball, Andrew Carter on the call for you, Legacy Sports Network, alongside Jeff Kemps. Jeff, another day here for the Eagles, a chance to get a little winning streak going up together here as they take on St. Pius X.
Well, that's the reason why you're here again tonight, Andrew, because we won on Tuesday night, and we said, please come back tonight so we can try to win 2 in a row, since we have been struggling to even win 2 in a row in the last month for the St. Thomas Eagle team.
Yeah, they looked really good in that win on Tuesday. Definitely had some breaks going their way. Some of that contributed to the weather, which may be a factor again here tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, it definitely could be. The humidity is strong here tonight, and it's a cool, nice 80-degree evening here at Father Wilson Field, and the wind is blowing out to left field at 12 miles per hour. And the humidity is strong at 72%. But here comes the first pitch here by Hunter Sage.
Hunter Sage on the bump here as we get underway here at Father Wilson Field. Glad you could be here with us. First pitch to Jaden Lee is a strike. The lineup for the visiting St. Pius, the 10th Panthers, goes like this. Jaden Lee, Sean Marquez, and Adrian Magallanes will be the 3 that Hunter Sage faces here in the top of the first minimum. Second pitch coming in here on the 1-0 count. Skied in the air, staying playable. Had a few problems with these balls in the last game, but that one's an easy play for Henry Beck over at first. Riley Cifuentes hitting cleanup. Connor Romero hitting 5th. Jake Matula hitting 6th. In the bottom third goes Andrew Kirkland, Jackson Clark, and Joe Delgadillo here for the visiting St. Pius 10th Panthers, as Hunter Sage gets one quick and easy out here to begin the game against the best hitter for the Panthers.
Yeah, Jaden Lee, great to get him off the base paths. The guy with 16 stolen bases with a .528 on-base percentage. So nice to see him not on the base paths. And here's Sean Marquez at the plate.
Sean Marquez takes the first pitch for a ball. Marquez, the second baseman. Defensively, the Eagles look like this. Hunter Sage pitching to Will Bryant. The usual infield, Trip Marin, Chris Fuentes, Braxton Mandela, and Henry Beck line the infield from left to right. 1-0 coming in. Fouled the other way. Marin third, Fuentes shortstop, Mandela second, and Henry Beck at first. In left field is Travis Rutsch, Jay Marcantel, who had a huge throw in the win on Tuesday, in second. And it's going to be Keegan Cardona in at right field for the Eagles defensively. 0-1 the count here, 1 away, top of the first. The pitch, that one high and inside. Count goes even, 1-1. 2-1, excuse me.
Scoreboard just not catching up. We don't have our regular PA announcer guy here tonight, Diego, who runs the scoreboard and the PA system. So will make it work here this evening.
As we always do, the 2-1 hit pulled, and that's going to drop for a base hit. We'll see if Marquez goes two, and he will. Trying to make it throw in is going to be not in time. Close play, but Marquez able to get a hustle double for the first base runner here for the Panthers.
That was a pretty good throw there by Rutch. I think Marquez thought he had an easy double, but Rutch with a great arm in the outfield. You made a comment earlier here tonight that all three of these guys in the outfield, and Mark Cantel made a phenomenal play on Tuesday night. These guys all have great arms out there. Rutch playing left field, sometimes plays second base, and Cardona out there in right field. He's also a pitcher and has a strong arm as well. Marquez barely getting in there, but got a double here to start off the top of the first.
Now a runner in scoring position for Adrian Magallanes. Watched a bit of him last year. He's got real good sense at the plate. Very pesky guy to get out. He's willing to draw out these ABs. We saw a bit of that against Concordia Lutheran and Braden Comstock on Tuesday. He swings at the first pitch, though. Looks over. Now they're going to throw down to third. They already have one out. He'll hold the ball. So runner Marquez does advance to third, and Magallanes grounds out on the first pitch he sees for the second out of the inning.
Great play there by Sage right there at the mound. Is in good position to be able to field that ball. An easy throw to first base there to get the second out of the inning.
Tried to look over Marquez long enough, but Marquez, savvy base running, is able to get to third. And now Riley Cifuentes, the catcher, batting cleanup here, will try and drive in that run. Hunter Sage looking for a scoreless top of the first as time is called at the plate.
Hunter played last Saturday pitched against the Turling Rebels, went 4 innings, only 3 hits, struck out 5 guys, 1 walk. He pitched really well last Saturday, came away with no decision in that game for him.
First pitch is high. Yeah, really encouraging to see that run total at 0 and only 1 walk. Been a bit of a problem for the Eagles pitching staff as they've been letting a lot of guys get on base for free. 1-0 here, fouled back. Count goes even.
This would be a big out if Sage can get out of this inning without giving up a run after giving up a double there with 1 out. Leave the runner stranded at third base here to start the top of the first.
Comstock really worked in some dangerous territory on Tuesday. Had some great defense behind him. We'll see if Sage tries to rely on that here with 2 away. Half committed swing, but he went 1 and 2. And we saw some great plays from Trip Marin, Chris Fuentes, Mandela. Pretty much everybody on the infield had an impact in that win over the Crusaders.
Yeah, the defense was one of the main reasons why they won that game Tuesday night, along with Patrick Daly.
1-2 here from Sage, and he freezes the batter and gets the called strike 3. No runs come across despite the double from Marquez. So here come the Eagles coming up to bat in the bottom of the first when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist. Your ticket everywhere.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first coming up here for the St. Thomas Eagles. Scoreless top of the first, and the Eagles will look to jump out ahead here. Lineup coming in for the Eagles goes Braxton Mandela leading off as he normally does. He'll be followed by Chris Fuentes, the shortstop, batting second. Trip Marin at third. He'll be batting third. And Travis Rutch, the left fielder, hitting cleanup. Henry Beck hitting fifth. Reed Houston will be DHing today, batting sixth. Will Bryant, the ever-reliable catcher, hitting seventh. Keegan Cardona, the new right fielder, in batting eighth. And Jay Marcantel, the defensive hero of the game on Tuesday, batting in the 9-hole spot here against Jackson Autry, pitching here for the Panthers. Jeff, tough St. Pius team to try and get a win from, as we saw late last month.
Yeah, they're starting their third starting pitcher here tonight. Their number 3 pitcher in Autry, and already starting quickly here, which we enjoy watching. We're now at a 1-1 count here with Mandela, the switch hitter, up at the plate here tonight.
Yeah, Luke Douglas, the starter for the Crusaders on Tuesday, also went similarly fast. First ball hit into play here from Mandela is grounded over to the second baseman Marquez, one away.
Spoke to Marquez's dad here tonight. Got to know him the last time this St. Pius 10 Panther team was in town. Uncommitted still at the moment. Looking forward to summer ball to try to figure out what direction he's going to go. He's already got some stuff coming through, but hasn't made a decision just yet, but still playing really good baseball. Him and Lee are a great infield right there up the middle for the St. Pius 10 Panther team.
First pitch here to Fuentes, the shortstop for the Eagles, is called a strike. We talked about Lee before we went live. Really athletic young player. Always seems to be in the right spot at the right time. Kind of built to be a baseball player. He knows where to be, and the ball goes right to Lee, who will make a strong throw over to first right on time. So 2 ground outs here to begin the game here for the Eagles, 2 away.
Yeah, Lee is smooth and just threw out Fuentes, who was the bright spot in the game on Tuesday night. Fuentes also a fantastic defensive player, but I saw Lee twice already this month, and Lee looks just fantastic playing shortstop. He's comfortable and does a really good job playing shortstop out there.
Here's Trip Marin now batting third, fouls the first pitch he sees back. Saw Lee pitch a little bit last year, and again, as an athlete, he really knows how to sling the ball. Can kind of do everything for Coach Evans and this ball club for the Panthers. 0-1 here. Swing and a miss. Marin down quickly in the count here, 0-2, 2 away. Looking for a 1-2-3 here. Ball goes outside for Autry, 1-2. Not a lot of offensive bright spots in that game against Douglas and the Crusaders, but Fuentes was able to drive home the 1 run they needed, who only reached because of an error due to the wind. Wind figures to be a factor again in this ball game here. The 1-2 coming. Ball laced into right field, and that's going to drop potentially for extra bases. Marin on his horse. He's going to go for 2. Throw is going to come in and not be in time. Marin pulls a pull side double, and now the Eagles have a runner in scoring position here.
Boy, Tripp, that was a good hit there by Tripp down the right field line. He didn't take the first base turn very well, but boy, he turned on the jets there in between first and second base there and got himself in for a double here with 2 outs with Travis Rutch coming to the plate. See if he can drive him in with a runner in scoring position here to get the lead here at the bottom of the first inning.
We've seen now 2 hustle doubles in this first inning alone, 1 from each team. We'll see if Rutch and the Eagles can drive in their run. Try and take an early lead. Rutch takes for a ball.
Rutch on Tuesday went 0 for 2 in that ball game, but he's been one of the better hitters on this ball club in the last 12 games.
Hard for anybody to really get a hit against Luke Douglas, but they were able to pull out the win in spite of that. Another tough challenge here against Autry.
Rutch, the right guy up at the plate here, in a runner in scoring position with a batting average of .438 with runners in scoring position. So good opportunity to put some runs on the board here quickly. The last time these 2 teams played, they only put 1 run on the scoreboard. So be nice to see if they could put 1 more on here quickly here in the bottom of the first inning.
1-0 fouled. Put up 4 runs in the first game against the Panthers back in late March. Gave up 8 runs in both of those losses, however. Pitching was a very big problem for them. See if they can try and correct that. What do you predict to see from the pitching for the Eagles in this game?
Well, you know, they were winning that first game on Friday, March 27th, when they were winning that game. They lost that game 8-4, gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning. So they had the chance to win that game. They were not competitive in that next game, though, a couple days later when losing that game 8-1. So their big thing, like we talked about early on here tonight, it's that 4th, 5th, 6th inning. You got to play well and get good command, keep the ball across the plate. That's a big thing for this Eagle team here in this last 12-game stretch that they've been playing.
1-1 home, hit the other way for a base hit. We'll see if they send him. They are going to send him. Marin coming home to the plate. The throw is in, and it's going to be late. Trip Marin scores on an RBI base hit from Travis Rutch. And the Eagles take an early lead here, 1-0, bottom of the first.
You know what, though? That was a monster throw there by Kirkland. He actually had Marion out. They just went up the line, but Marion was able to get underneath the slide and be able to get in and score. But Rutch hitting it right where he needed to hit, right in between the first and second baseman. But boy, that was a fantastic throw by Kirkland. His hands were up on his head like, wow, I thought I had him. But Marion just went underneath the tag there by Fuentes.
It's only a hair's breadth that Marin was able to get in beneath the tag, but it counts either way. And now the Eagles have a 1-0 lead with a chance to do more here with Henry Beck coming up to bat.
Henry Beck was one of the lone bright spots in the game where they did lose 8-1 to this team on Tuesday, March 31st. See if he can be another bright spot here tonight.
Talking about how good Rutch has been with runners in scoring position. Another time he comes through here to put runs on the board here for the Eagles. Been such a huge part of their offensive output, and maybe seeing a run cross the board early will help them get some momentum against the St. Pius, the 10th pitching staff that's really had their number this season.
Yeah, you know, Rutch plays second base and been playing left field for Jackson Riles today, mainly because he's been doing what he just did. He got a base hit there, bringing in the first run of the game, and Coach Mazziotti trying to find guys just to be able to make contact and bring runs in, the thing that they've been struggling with here in this last 12-game stretch.
Didn't make a lot of contact in that win on Tuesday. 8 strikeouts and not a lot of balls put in play, but already a lot of action here in the first. Another check over on Rutch. It's back safely.
Yeah, their game that they played on Tuesday, April 7th, was their best contact game yet. That was a game they won against St. John's 23rds, 5-2. And I thought they were going to come out of their little slump that they got into, and then they lost to the Turling Rebels, and then lost the game Monday night to Concordia. This is the third game of the week here for this St. Thomas Eagle baseball team.
Trying to get into a groove as Beck pulled that one foul.
St. Thomas tonight, 13-13 on the season, where the St. Pius 10 Panthers are 15-13-1. Our season is almost coming to an end, Andrew. There's only a few games left on the season for the St. Thomas Eagle baseball team before the playoffs begin.
We'll have all of them for you here on the Legacy Sports Network. Trying to put together a little win streak are the Eagles. Another check over on Rutch at first, who is once again back safely. Reed Houston waits on deck as the DH. Should Beck make something happen. Again, really making them work here in this bottom of the first inning, something we didn't see a lot of in that game, as it's a swing and a miss there from Beck. Douglas was kind of mowing through these batters in 4 or 5 pitches or less.
That was a good curveball, and just Beck just went underneath it, missed that pitch. That would have been a good opportunity there to put Rutch into hopefully scoring position. Boy, they're definitely concerned about Rutch over there at first base, that's for sure. Rutch only with 4 stolen bases on the season, so he doesn't run very often, but they're definitely concerned about him over there at first base on the 2-2 count here to Beck.
Been checking over on Rutch what feels like every other pitch. That one outside, good take there from Beck. Count goes full. Rutch will be off running here with 2 out.
Good stop there by Fuentes behind the plate, got himself moved out of his position, didn't backhand it, actually got in front of the ball, and that's what you like to see from these catchers, doing the fundamentals.
Full count here as the crowd gets into it. Rutch is off, ball is lined and passed, and it's going to be a fair ball. Rutsch with the head start. He might go home
He's
as the
gonna
ball
score.
skips away in the outfield. Throw is not going to be in time as Travis Rutsch scores on an RBI double from Henry Beck that just stayed fair. Eagles go ahead 2-0.
That was a great hit, just turned on it. So we've had 2 balls that have been turned on both. Marion pulled one down the right field line. Now Beck pulled one down the left field line. And out there, Romero tried to get the ball. The ball went into the far corner, just hopped around, went along the wall. That was able to make Rutsch go from first all the way to home. Popped off his helmet around third base and just kept on going, gave himself a little bit more speed.
And now a meeting at the mound here for Jackson Autry. I mean, that ball was fair by a matter of inches. Magallanes almost caught the ball at third. Instead, the ball skips around, as like you said, Romero wasn't able to get a clean read on it. And when Rutsch, with the head start at first and the full count and 2 away, was able to score with plenty of time.
Yeah, Autry, after that ball went fair, put his hands up in the air on his head like, oh, that was such a good pitch, and just able to keep it in fair down the line, and they put 2 runs on the board here. That's huge, Andrew, to put 2 runs on the board here in the bottom of the first inning to give Sage the lead going into the top of the second inning. Still an opportunity to put another run on the board with Houston coming to the plate here.
Houston batting with a runner in scoring position in Beck. Was a patient AB from Henry in that RBI double. We'll see if Houston takes his time as well. Already having Autry kind of on the ropes here in the bottom of the first inning. Maybe he'll ambush him here as the first pitch comes home, and he does swing at it, drifting. It'll go foul.
Houston on the season batting .276. He's played the last few games. He pitched in a game on Saturday, played in right field this week, or on Monday he pitched and then played in right field in Tuesday's ball game as well. Tonight DH, and he's a 5-tool player, 156-pound kid. See if he can bring Beck in from second base with a base hit.
Swing at that one. That one's going to stay fair as it hangs up in the air, dropping quickly, and that's going to fall into the glove of Kirkland, but only after 2 runs cross the plate here for the St. Thomas Eagles, who jump ahead in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back to see Hunter Sage back on the mound when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so
Got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back. Eagles up 2-0 after 1 inning. It'll be Connor Romero, Jake Matula, and Andrew Kirkland here against Hunter Sage in his second inning of work. Gave up the double with 1 out, but was able to get a fielder's choice out and a strikeout of Riley Cifuentes to end that threat in the top of the first. St. Thomas won on Tuesday, as we mentioned, trying to string together a winning streak here against a very good Panthers team, who find themselves down early as we begin the second inning. Romero takes for a ball, excuse me.
Hunter pitched well there in the first inning, only gave up a hit, had a strikeout, got the last guy looking. Fuentes, last time up, able to leave a runner stranded at third base.
Big cut and a miss, 1-1 here.
Hunter in the season, he was wearing a knee brace on his left leg. He was easy to spot anytime he came out, and is much healthier now the last few weeks. And since that knee brace has come off, he seems to be pitching even better, I've noticed.
1-1 skied in the air going foul. Sometimes it's just a matter of seeing a guy get comfortable as the course of a season goes on. You know, kind of jitters and nerves whenever you come into a season, especially when you have elevated responsibilities like Hunter Sage in this season. Last year kind of pitched sparingly, trying to find guys behind Hayden Murphy and Comstock. This year, elevated role as a starter. 1-2, did he go? They're going to say he did. Strikeout swinging as Romero goes down as the first strikeout victim of the second inning.
This is Hunter Sage's third game starting, ninth game pitching on the season. And home plate umpire there tonight, Shamus O'Brien, looking down to the first base umpire John Siriano to see if that was a check swing, and John Siriano called it strike 3.
Very natural segue there, Jeff.
Hey, but you know, had a nice conversation with those two guys here earlier tonight just because of our good executive producer Gerald Sanchez telling us to have a little conversation with these guys. So
swing and a miss here to Jake Matula, who was one of the 2 players to go with multiple hits in both of those wins against St. Thomas in late March. He and Jaden Lee were really thorns in the sides of the pitchers for the Eagles. Oh, and 1 coming in. Called strike. Or no, ball. Oh, they might have called that one in favor of Sage. Instead, it'll go even. 1-1, 1 away.
You know, one thing I've noticed here tonight, Hunter Sage, I've been watching all these pitchers. He stands right in the middle of the rubber. Most of these guys stand like to the right or to the left. He's in the middle, which is strange to see. I'm not used to noticing that before.
Ball dribbled foul. You normally see that with guys who have a kind of a circle change in their arsenal as that goes inside on the righties if they're a right-handed pitcher, but I haven't really seen a lot of that here from Sage, and like you said, not really often we see a guy go right down the pipe. The 1-2. Pulled foul again. We'll do it again.
Like I said, Hunter, he struck out 5 guys his last outing last week, and tonight, already with 2 tonight, he definitely is pitching much better than he had been here the last few weeks. Definitely looking more comfortable out there as well. Again, this is his second start in a row in a week. So nice to see Hunter getting the opportunity and pitching well here in the top of the second inning here tonight already.
1-2 home to Matula is fouled back again. Maybe the most encouraging thing from that outing against Turlings Catholic was only the 1 walk. We've mentioned that some of these pitchers have had a hard time getting the ball over the plate. And that was what was really encouraging in that win on Tuesday, is that even though Comstock walked 5, Luke Orr came in and pretty much shut things down until that final inning in the 7th, and didn't really run into a lot of problems until he loaded the bases. And then, of course, Patrick Daly came in and clean that mess up for the win. So they've been improving in that regard. Still would like to see some more improvement.
You know, the other part, the other part about that Hunter Sage outing last Saturday against the Rebels the night before beat the Lutheran Southern Academy team 7-3. So they're putting runs on the board, and he was able to shut them out for 4 innings, which was really impressive because that Rebel team has a great offensive club.
2-2 inside, almost grazed him. Count will go full. See how much they rely on Sage for length here. Hasn't really had a lengthy outing so far. They let Comstock go a decent amount. They let him go 4 on Tuesday before turning to Luke Orr for 2 1/3, and then Patrick Daly for the final 2. Full count pitches outside. That's the first walk allowed from Hunter Sage as Matula comes back in the count to get on base.
I think they can get him either to 4 or 5 innings. 4 is the number you want to get to. 4 innings, and then bring in your relief pitchers to come into the game for Hunter if possible. But if Hunter can go further, it's more power to him and to Coach Mazziotti as well.
Coach Mazziotti should have most of his full range of weapons available for him tonight outside of Comstock. Luke Orr was very efficient in his outing, as was Patrick Daly. So now one away, one on here for Andrew Kirkland, the right fielder, who made a strong throw to try and nab the first run of the game that came across in Trip Marin. Wasn't able to do so, but he made it a lot closer than we thought it would be. Half swing, they're going to say he went. Already a few half swings we've seen called for strikes here, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, he's definitely changing them up. They're thinking there's a certain pitch coming, and he's definitely fooling them at the plate, that's what you want to see.
He's already gotten a few whiffs here in this game, and a few of those half-hearted check swings as well. So the stuff for Sage looking really good here in 1+ innings. Bunt thrown, that one's going to go to the backstop, and Matula will easily take second on the wild pitch.
So in that game on Tuesday night, Luke Orr, like you said, came in, pitched 2 1/3 innings, did well, but realistically, the guy who was phenomenal in that game as well was Patrick Daly, coming in with bases loaded, striking out the last 2 guys to preserve that win, to win 1-0. Boy, was he pumped and excited on Tuesday night, letting out the frustration that I think this entire ball club has felt the last 12 games.
2-1, a strike called. Talked about before that game on Tuesday, everybody in that dugout was just hungry for a win. They needed something to go their way, and something finally did. They just didn't want to see it squandered, as things kind of have gone in the relief innings, where they've lost leads big and small. And as we saw, Patrick Daly able to buckle down and get 2 huge strikeouts. That one's going to hit Kirkland. So after we compliment the control we've seen from Sage in that last start, he's already hit a batter and walked a batter. Jackson Clark, the DH, coming up in the 8th spot. Still only 1 away here on the top of the first inning. Cloudy day here in Houston. Wind is blowing to a similar effect as it was on Tuesday from right field to left.
So when Kirkland went over there to give up his pads, he gave it off to the head coach of this team, Mike Evans, coaching the first base box. Over there at third base is his assistant coach, Pat Burns, who will be telling Matula if he can score or not on this Jackson Clark at bat.
Strike called on the first pitch to Clark. We had some drizzle on the way here to the ballpark, you and I both, in our respective routes here, but nothing that would really warrant any concern in terms of a rainout. Of course, we had the game rained out on Friday in the first game against Concordia Lutheran at Tomball. Time called at the plate.
So go back to that game Tuesday night. The Eagle team was able to lead the Crusaders with 11 runners on base. They've already left 1 runner. St. Pius 10 has left 1 runner on in the first inning. Can Sage leave 2 guys on here in this inning, or can we get a double play to our middle infield, Fuentes and Mandela?
They've been great in the infield defensively. That ball fouled, 0-2.
They've turned a few double plays here in the last week and a half. And then it's been Fuentes, Mandela, and Kirk, or Fuentes, Mandela, and Beck. And I tell you what, Fuentes and Mandela do a great job there. They're no Tinker's chance, but they're pretty close to it. So
pretty reliable duo you can have in the middle infield. And you look at Jackson Clark, he's pretty much right up on the very edge of the right-handed batter's box. So got to be very careful if you're Sage here to not hit him.
Batting .219 on the season, Jackson Clark is. This is game 25 for him. Go back and look at that Crusader game the other day. A lot of their guys played 30 games. This team tonight, most of these players have played between 25 to 29 games.
Little look back at the lead runner, Matula, at second. Starting to hit, like you said, the late point in the season where you figure some fatigue might settle in, but everybody for St. Thomas's side looks pretty energized. They've just been trying to get more wins in the win column. 0-2 inside. I'm going to say that hit him. Or no, strikeout. Yeah, strikeout. Wasn't sure what the call was initially, so 2 away as the ball does get away and the runners will both advance. So now 2 runners in scoring position here for Joe Delgadillo, the number 9 hole hitter.
Yeah, Brian not able to hold on to that ball, so the ball gets away, and that puts both runners into scoring position here as well.
Third strikeout here for Sage. Really want to try and get Delgadillo out here with Jaden Lee looming on deck. Lee has been nothing short of sensational for the Panthers. He's hitting .390 on the year with an OPS north of 1,000. Delgadillo still a threat in his own right, but you want to make sure you can face him as opposed to facing Lee in this spot.
Yeah, this is the guy you want. He's only batting 184, where, like you just said, Lee batting 390. So definitely want to see if you can get Delgadillo here at the moment.
First pitch to Joe is high, 1-0. First base is open, but you're definitely not working around Delgadillo here. Sage was spotted a 2-run lead in the bottom of the first inning, trying to keep it that way with 2 away in the top of the second. One-0. Called a strike, 1-1. Sage has been really trying to paint the outside against lefties and righties so far in this outing. Not a lot on the inside of the plate. One, cutting to miss, 1-2, and now Sage in the driver's seat.
Good crowd here tonight, Andrew, for this crosstown rivalry. The St. Pius 10 Panthers coming from the north side of town, and we're down here right in the heart of the city. Is where Coach Adam Maziotti used to play ball and won some championships, and also coached for this St. Pius 10 Panther team.
1-2 coming in, that one inside. So now we got 2 deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-1 in the second inning.
That was a big stop there by Bryant. Good job to be able to backhand that one and not let that ball go to the backstop to let Matula come in and score. Matula's got speed over there at third. Ball gets past Bryant, he could easily score.
Lankier frame for Matula, but don't let that fool you. He can really burn down the base path. Time called at the plate.
Lights in full effect here, 7:34 p.m. local time here in Houston. Wind is still blowing out to left field at about 12 to 13 miles per hour. Temperatures dropped under 80 degrees, but the humidity is strong here tonight.
When is it not here in Houston? 2-2 home and a swing and a miss. The 4th strikeout here for Sage, and it's a big one. He strands 2 runners at second and third to preserve the 2-0 lead for the Eagles. We'll come back here, bottom of the second, here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Practice I've ever known.
They were very warm, very caring, very compassionate.
This is not a regular doctor's office. This is something completely different.
Helping people get their lives back. Men and women, families.
I feel amazing. I truly have joy in my life.
You know, you gave me back everything that I thought I was losing, and then some.
I am very grateful for where I am today.
When I needed a new car, I knew I had to go to Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. They have a great selection of vehicles in stock. But if I couldn't find what I wanted on the lot, their knowledgeable sales staff could help me find and order the perfect car. They helped me feel extra confident about my purchase. Not only did they listen to all my questions, they had all the answers. I can't imagine buying a car anywhere else.
Come see us today and let us tackle all your vehicle needs. Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We hear you.
Welcome back, St. Thomas Eagles baseball. Today's baseball game is brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle fight never dies. Proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. 2-0 our score here as we hit the bottom of the second inning. First pitch here to the new batter. Will Bryant, Keegan Cardona, and Jay Marcantel will be our 3, 7, 8, 9. Will Bryant, few good picks in that last half inning. Now comes up to bat here Second inning of work for Jackson Autry, who definitely struggled in that bottom of the first inning, much to the advantage of the Eagles.
Yeah, just a couple balls that got in the fair territory by Marion and by Beck.
1-1 from Bryant, squibbed foul on the right side.
But the Eagles will take runs any way they can tonight. So nice to see them leading 2-0 here to start the bottom of the second inning.
3 hits in that last inning for the Eagles, 2 doubles and a single from Rutsch sandwiched between the two. Very encouraging to see this offense get off to a good start as that ball was dribbled. Going to be a quick play for Lee, but he makes it look easy. Able to get over there for the first out of the inning on the throw over to Matula.
Lee is so good. Do you see how nice and smooth that was? I mean, he just grabbed that easily, flipped it sidearm. For a high school kid playing shortstop, Lee is fantastic.
Not a lot of kids at this level can make that play look as easy as Lee made it look, but pretty routine for the young Jaden Lee. Strike called here to Keegan Cardona, batting 8th. Didn't play in that game on Tuesday, now getting a chance to bat here.
Cardona came in and pitched, and Monday night's game was the losing pitcher in the game against Concordia Lutheran.
Skies the second pitch he sees high into the air. It's going to be the center fielder Delgadillo to squeeze it. And now quickly 2 away here for Jay Marcantel.
Interesting to see Jay Marcantel in the 9-hole tonight. Looks like Mazziotti's wanting to try to get some speed at the bottom of the order for Braxton Mandela and Fuentes up at the plate. Usually Marcantel is either a leadoff hitter or batting second, so I thought it was, when I was looking up the lineup here tonight, shocking to see him in the 9-hole, but I think I understand why Mazziotti is doing what he's doing here with him in this spot.
First pitch is laced right to Lee, who gobbles it up, makes the throw, and that's a quick 1-2-3 here for Jackson Autry here in the bottom of the second inning. St. Thomas Eagles still leading when we'll return here to the top of the third here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
At United Community, we're more than a credit union. We're here with the financial solutions you need to keep life moving forward, so you can focus less on your money and more on what matters. Unite your financial future at unitedccu.com.
Welcome back. Top of the third. Brent and Jen Stogner are serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They have recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you love has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to the negligence of someone else, call Brant and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brant and Jen Stogner, supporting local high school athletics. Jaden Lee batting first here in the top of the third as the lineup turns over for the Panthers. He had 2 good defensive plays in that bottom half of the second there.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, the kid is smooth. Even with Marcantel running down the first base line there, he was able to just take his time and make an accurate throw to first base that got Marcantel by many feet. So Lee has got a strong arm, but boy, he is smooth out there as a shortstop.
Not very many guys that can make Jay Marcantel look slow on the base pass, but Lee, defensive wizard out there, was able to do so.
It's batting. Yeah, I was just going to say, it's fun to watch a kid like Lee out there playing defense and being as smooth as he is at this age and at this level.
And all the tools necessary. Sage facing him for the second time. Swing and a miss here from Lee to start the AB. Popped out to the second baseman Mandela his first time up.
Hunter able to leave 3 runners on base here so far in this game.
Another swing and a miss. He is really teasing Lee with the pitches right now. Sage left 1 runner on in the first and 2 in the second. Already up to 4 strikeouts in this game.
Yeah, 0-2 on Lee. This is a big out.
Oh, 1-2 here from Sage to Lee. Trying to get strikeout number 5. Fouled back. He was late on that one.
Boy, Andrew, this stadium holds 440 people, and I'm going to tell you, we got about 250 people here for this crosstown rivalry game here tonight. There's a lot more action here on a Friday Night Lights. A little bit different Friday Night Lights baseball here at St. Thomas Baseball.
0-2 hit sharply through the hole between the second baseman Mandela and Beck, the first baseman. So Lee, despite being down in the count, able to do what he does best and slap a hit into the outfield.
So now I got to watch out for Lee. Lee with 16 stolen bases. He's 16 for 16 on the season. He can run over there at first base. And I got Marquez coming to the plate. Marquez also batting .293 on the season. He already has a double in this game. So, I mean, if he gets a double, Lee is easily coming home from first base. Even on a single, Lee could score all the way if the ball's hitting the right location.
See if Coach Evans potentially puts Lee on the move here. Maybe some hit and run action. He won't go. He has a generous lead. Ball pops out of the glove of Bryant. Able to get to it quickly enough in time to make sure Lee doesn't scamper to the second base.
Now look at Lee when he's standing over there at first base as well. His stance ready to go. He's way low. Like he looks like he could take off and go. He could go on this pitch right here.
See if there's a throw over. There won't be. Pitch inside. Called for a strike. 0-2. So now Marquez quickly in the hole. Lee looking like he's about to hit a 3-point stance in football over there by the first base bag.
Yeah.
He's looking to flick his hips and go.
There he goes.
0-2, and he's off, and that's going to be a base hit. Hit right at the left fielder, Travis Rutch. So thankfully, Lee held to only one base there, but once again, ahead in the count was Sage, and he gives up another hit.
That was a nice hit by Marquez, but he hit it to the right spot for the Eagles, hit it right to Rutch, so Lee couldn't turn second on that hit and run there at the moment. But boy, that was a nice swing there by Marquez. Marquez now 2 for 2 in the night, a single and a double in this game.
Now early danger here for Sage as he has 2 on with nobody out here for Magallanes, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Riley Cifuentes, the cleanup man, waiting on deck. See if we can't get some double play action here. Try and help Sage out. Time call from Magallanes before a pitch is thrown. You're not kidding. This stadium is filling up quickly here at Father Wilson Field. A lot of heads pulling up to watch some Friday night action. Where else would you rather be?
I'll tell you what, if you've never been to this Father Wilson Field here at St. Thomas Ballpark, this is a tourist destination to stop by. This is an amazing ballpark that was started building in 2021, completed in 2023 at the cost of $7.9 million. And let me tell you, it is definitely one of the nicest stadiums I've ever been to.
Such a great thing for us to be able to come here every home game and watch these Eagles play. Strike taken from Magallanes. I mean, everything here is just so nice. I mean, even this booth we're in right now, I mean, golly. We're not having to rub elbows against each other, thankfully. So that's one of the many, many benefits of being here at Father Wilson Field. One here. That was going to get away. They're going to take him lead. Throw down and squirts out of the glove. So that's 2 stolen bases there from Lee and Marquez, who both advanced to scoring position. On the ball that got away from Bryant, who's having a little trouble out there corralling these pitches.
So they got runners at second and third. No outs. 1-1 count here.
All it took was a little bit of separation from Bryant, the catcher, and both Lee and Marquez were off, and now they're both in scoring position with nobody out here for Magallanes.
Magiano's in the 3-hole with Fuentes, the cleanup hitter, on deck.
Called a ball there. Really dangerous spot here for Hunter Sage, trying to wiggle out of another jam, just like Comstock did on Tuesday. See if he's able to do so here. Crowd getting into it as the 2-1 is fouled back. It'll go even. 2-2.
Yeah, our cameraman down there on the third baseline, Rory, getting the crowd of the young kids down here tonight. They're the ones making all this noise down below, which is great to see. Great to see all this type of fan interaction and being a part of the game, kind of like football and basketball games. You can actually make a difference. Just look at the Texas A&M fans.
2-2 here. Ball is high, 3-2 Sage, in danger of loading the bases here for Riley Cifuentes waiting on deck. See what kind of pitch Sage opts for here in the full count.
Sage has walked a guy and hit a guy so far in this game, but 4 strikeouts. Can he get strikeout number 5? This would be a big out if he could right here.
3-2, the payoff pitch coming home from Sage, and that one's lined into center field. Going to hang up long enough for Marcantel. Lee's going to take off from third, and he's going to be in there in plenty of time. So 1 run comes in on the sac fly from Adrian Magallanes to make our score 2-1 here.
Yeah, you knew Marcantel was going to be able to throw him out on that one. Lee's way too fast coming down the line. Marcantel was able to be a big player in Tuesday night's game with the throw out from center field to home plate, but no chance on Lee on that one.
Not many outfielders would have had a chance on Lee given his speed, and now the lead has been halved here for the Eagles in the top of the 3rd inning. Riley Cifuentes now coming up to bat with 1 on in scoring position and 1 away.
Able to keep Marquez at second. That's still big though as well. He was able to get to third on that play.
Absolutely right. A quick look over before the pitch is fired home, and that one's shot into foul territory on the right side. 0-1.
This is the loudest I've heard the Father Wilson Field fans, and it's pretty cool to actually see. I'll have to tell you that, Andrew. Great
Absolutely.
to see.
Friday night, the fans coming out to support their home Eagles, trying to make their presence felt here in a 2-1 ball game. Runner on second here in an 0-1 count, 1 away. Ball lined right back up the middle. We'll see if they send the runner home, and they will. This game is going to be tied here. 2-2. Runner going for second here, and he's going to be out by a mile. Cifuentes got a little greedy trying to take second, so 2 out, but the game is now tied on the RBI base hit, and the catcher, Riley Cifuentes.
Yeah, tried to go to second. Beck thankfully was able to see him as he was running to second base. Fuentes got a little too greedy there trying to go to second. But again, hit that ball to Marcantel. Marcantel with a great arm. So able to get 2 outs here with Romero coming to the plate, the 5-hole hitter.
Marcantel with a runner thrown out in the game on Tuesday, not able to do so there against against Sean Marquez. Now the first pitch here to Connor Romero is a strike. 3 singles in this inning. Sorry, go ahead,
Oh,
Jeff.
you're good. If he can get out of this inning just being 2-2 after all that, that's okay. I mean, got the first 2 lead runners on here in the inning. That was tough with Lee and Marquez both getting on.
Romero, another half swing, called for a strike. Sage trying to get out of this inning with only the 2 runs allowed here. Tie game. 4 hits for the Panthers, 3 for the Eagles, who will come up to bat, hopefully with the game still tied. 0-2 coming home from Sage as he gets the called strike. That's a 1-2-3 against Romero, but damage done in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 runs come across for St. Pius the 10th. The Eagles will come up to bat with the game tied when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist.
Who'd you see?
Your ticket everywhere.
Oh, no.
Scheduled maintenance, but the most important thing we hear is you. Visit us today for great deals on our new and used lineup. Texan Buick GMC, we hear you.
Welcome back here. 2-2 game. Today's game is brought to you by Texan, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We hear you. Top of the order coming up here as the first pitch to Braxton Mandela is fouled back. Second pitch, rather, excuse me, 0-2. Top of the order, Mandela, Fuentes, and Trip Marin. The three coming up to bat here in this tie game. Wind starting to be a factor here as the 0-2 inside here to Mandela. Grounded out to the second baseman Marquez, his first time up in the first inning. Lengthy wait for the hitters for St. Thomas after that scoring pour from the Panthers. That one lined right back up the middle. We'll see if it's too long for Lee, and it is. Mandela just able to beat the excellent glove of Jaden Lee over at shortstop for a base hit. It's now one on here. First batter reaches.
I was expecting Lee to dive for that ball there, but didn't get it. So Fuentes, a bright spot in Tuesday night's ball game.
Drop down a bunt that goes foul as the first pitch. Calling that a ball on the scoreboard. That should be a strike.
Yep, foul ball.
Yeah.
Don't have our regular guy Diego here tonight calling the game, doing the scoreboard and the PA announcing.
We miss you, buddy. Check over at Mandela at first, back safely. Third inning features both teams starting off with the top of their lineup. Lee and Marquez both reach respectively for St. Pius X. We'll see if Fuentes can get on here. Another check over back safely is Mandela.
Mandela 9 for 13 in stolen bases this season.
Not quite Jaden Lee out there, but he can definitely make it happen.
He got thrown out in a spot Monday night against the Concordia Lutheran Crusaders in the top of the 7th inning. It was a big out, got on base, and then got thrown out by their fantastic catcher Vanessa, and then wound up losing that game 9-8 on Monday night.
Another bunt dropped down. That wasn't going to stay fair. Good job. We'll see if they can get him. They're going to tag him for the out, but that was a really good job laying down the bunt from Fuentes. Pushed it to the first base side. They had the third baseman Magallanes playing pretty much halfway on the infield to try and prevent that. Instead, the sack bunt gets Mandela in scoring position for Trip Marin.
That was a good bunt. He almost was able to get to first base there without being caught. I thought maybe he was going to be able to get past it, but no luck there.
That's what I'm saying. I looked pretty close. I wasn't sure if Fuentes was going to be able to beat it out. He was able to do so, and now a meeting at the mound here. See if that'll be it, and they will. They'll take the ball from Jackson Autry. So after 2 in the third inning, Autry will come out of the game. We'll have a new pitcher coming in for St. Pius X. We'll take a quick break here and return with that new pitcher here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back here, bottom of the third inning. The Legacy Sports Network, lsnsports.com, broadcasting high school athletics for 18 years in the greater Houston area, is building a legacy one game at a time. Please follow us on our social media pages. Like us on Facebook by looking up LSN Sports. Follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at Legacy Sportsnet, and on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network. You can find any of those by scanning the QR code on your screen now. New pitcher in the game here for the St. Pius. The 10th Panthers will be Aiden Hinojosa. Jeff, what do we got on Aiden?
Aiden Hinojosa, 24 1/3 innings pitched, 2-2 on the season. It's an ERA, though. That's pretty high, 5.178. He does have 29 strikeouts on the season, 21 walks, though, as well. Opponents are batting .289 against him.
Wow.
So you got a runner in scoring position. Guys that are in scoring position are batting .270 on this left-handed pitcher coming into the game.
Jackson Autry, the starter, exits after 2 1/3 inning pitch and responsible for the runner at second in Braxton Mandela. Trip Marin will be the first batter to greet Hinojosa, with Travis Rutsch waiting on deck. Really impressive showing so far for these Eagles offensively. They've been really patient at the plate, but they've also known when to ambush the pitcher and try and get ahead. Seeing some unselfishness as well, as evidenced by the sac bunt laid down from Fuentes to move Mandela over in scoring position.
Trip Marin able to turn on that last pitch against Autry, so he got lefty on lefty here at the moment. Trip, one of your better players at the plate, the right guys you want up at bat here for the Eagles. Your 3 and 4 hole hitters coming up here with a runner in scoring position.
Lefty on lefty, scalded right towards the second baseman Marquez, who makes the throw over for the second out. Unlucky there. That ball was absolutely clobbered on the ground. Runner does move over to third and Mandela for Travis Rutsch.
So Travis Rutsch coming to the plate. He's, again, one of your clutch hitters on this ball club in the right spot here at the right time.
First pitch hit the other way, right towards the first pitch, Matula. A bit of batted ball luck there as two balls hit relatively hard, went right into the gloves of Panthers defenders. Our score will remain 2-2 after 3 when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and, whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist. Your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back. Score dead even, 2 runs apiece here as we begin the top of the 4th inning. 4 hits apiece as well. Hunter Sage back out for his 4th inning of work. He will outlast the opposing starter Jackson Autry. Doesn't look to be any action in the bullpen as he begins his 4th inning against Jake Matula, who already has a walk.
Our cameraman Rory there on the third base line giving us some good actions. He was showing that it looked like a catcher was running down into the bullpen, but like you just made that comment, nobody's warming up yet. Definitely like to thank our people, though, that are doing the cameras tonight. Rory down the third base line, Vanessa right here in behind home plate. Robert helping us out here with the information behind the scenes, and our director producer tonight, Augie, running everything behind the scenes, all the work that you could see that is happening here to bring the camera and the lights and action to you on the TV tonight. It's all from that crew there tonight for us.
Really is TV magic as the first pitch here from Matula is a swing and a miss at the ball in the dirt, 0-1. Sage already with 5 strikeouts on the evening. He has really been efficient in that regard. Pitch count still at a decent number for him despite the traffic last inning. Had some good defense behind him as well. That ball is scorched into left and foul.
That's a good hit there by Matula. Just needs to straighten it out a little bit closer.
Sage had a few guys in an 0-2 count back in the 3rd inning. Both were able to reach in Lee and Marquez. We'll see if he's able to put away Matula here.
Matula had an 8-pitch at bat this first time up. Here comes Mike Evans coming down to have a conversation, it looks like, and the umpire, Seamus O'Brien, coming over to have a conversation with Coach Adam Asiati. And it looks like they might be talking about these kids that are making all the noise here along. And they are.
That seems to be the case. And Coach Mazziotti having a chat with them, and now they are beginning to vacate their seats.
Yep, must have been saying a few things that were probably inappropriate. Some of them moved away. Some of them are still sitting there.
Might have elected a scapegoat to take the fall there, and he will be leaving his seat. AB continues 1-2. They've been pretty vocal all night. Nothing that I could really hear from up here that might have drawn the ire of the St. Pius X batters, but evidently it was enough to get Coach Mazziotti out here to have a chat with those young men.
Probably definitely was brought up there in the 3rd inning.
1-2 foul.
Coaches there, Mike Evans and Pat Burns, and then Mike Evans, they must have heard something there and came down talking to the umpire, Seamus O'Brien. Seamus O'Brien, the umpire here tonight behind home plate, year number 17 for him. He not only does high school baseball, also does high school football.
Always thankful for our referees and umpires being able to come out here on these busy days to help us get these games going and keep them nice and orderly. Count remains 1-2.
I was asking about his day job, and he does marine insurance work down the road, not far from here. You can see his building from here as well.
Really?
Yeah, not too shabby, kind of cool. And then his son is at Oklahoma State University wanting to do what we're doing, Andrew.
Wow. Got
an opportunity with ESPN Plus.
Very nice. 1-2 is low.
As a junior. So good for him. He's starting to learn about his soccer skills because it's all about World Cup for ESPN this coming summer. So he's learning about soccer stuff so he can do play-by-play for soccer games.
Very nice.
Something I have not done yet.
Neither have I. Never was much of a soccer guy growing up, but we all better become those as that one goes right back up the middle.
Fuentes
going to make a throw over. He's going to get him in time. Wasn't sure he was going to get there, but relocated into the outfield grass and threw a strong throw over to get Matula. Wow.
Well, we talk about Lee, but we got to talk about Fuentes. That ball went straight up the middle, looked like Matula, who has speed. Fuentes with great range, lateral movement to his left. Watch this replay, gets behind home plate. He's on the second base side and throws a sidearm and easily got Matula. I mean, Fuentes and Lee tonight, great opportunity just to sit and watch great players out here in the infield playing ball here tonight.
Fantastic play from Chris Fuentes to keep a guy off base, and now a first pitch strike here to Andrew Kirkland, who was hit by a pitch his first time up.
Fuentes last week against the St. John's 23rd team started a double play, and then the next at bat, he took a backhanded ball at shortstop. He was deep in the hole and just threw a guy out. Fuentes has a strong arm. Not only is it such a strong arm at shortstop, he sometimes pitches a few games as well. He's only pitched 2 1/3 innings on the season, but boy, when he's in there pitching as well, he does a great job for this Eagle Ball Club.
Definitely good in the few relief outings that he's had. Brief break in the action, not sure who called for it, but now the batter and pitcher will return to their respective posts. And a 0-1 count with one away. Tie game here, 2-2, top of the fourth.
Kirkland hit by a pitch his first time up. Batting .292 on the season.
0-1, cut on and miss. Was out front on the pitch outside. 0-2 now. Sage is ahead.
Sage already with 5 strikeouts on the night. Had 5 in the game last week as well. Hunter definitely good command here at the moment here in the 4th inning.
0-2 hit the other way, foul. His only real blemishes have been the 2 runs he gave up, some of which got into better position due to wild pitches, admittedly, but also has a walk allowed and a hit by pitch. Outside of that, he's looked pretty good here.
Yeah, other than he did that hit by pitch and walked a guy, kept those guys on, but the 2 guys at the top of the order, Lee and Marquez, the reason why they got 2 runs.
Ball skied high in the air. It'll drift foul behind home plate.
Those are the 2 guys on this ball club of the St. Pius 10 Panthers you got to watch out for is Lee and Marquez at the top of the order. One of the reasons why this team is 15-13-1 on the season.
Marquez already 2 for 2. He's come around to score. Hunter Sage trying to get Kirkland out, the 0-2. Outside, didn't chase.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sage.
Try to get him to fish again. That'll go even here. Jackson Clark on deck, and Joe Delgadillo, the number 9 hole hitter, also get a chance to bat here in this top of the 4th. Sun is fully set here in Houston. 2-2 home. That one skied fair. Who wants it? Sage gave it a look. It'll be Trip Marin who makes the play. Now 2 gone.
Trip Marin, who's got a double on the night, a freshman out there playing third base, and I'm telling you what, Trip and Fuentes and Mandela on this infield. Trip is, for a freshman, it's going to be fun to watch him grow here the next 3 years on this Eagle ball club. He's only going to get better and better, not only as a hitter, but also he plays great defense, and he played well just catching that pop-up there.
First pitch to Clark goes foul, drifting, and that's going to go foul.
Brian thought he had an opportunity on that one.
You mentioned the wind. We had a few on Tuesday where they drifted foul to that right side and then eventually came back into the field of play. It was really tough for a first baseman on both teams. And then went over Concordia Lutheran to get a read on where exactly it was going to fall. The run ended up being the winning run for the Eagles. Came across the score because of a drop pop fly that would have been an out.
Yeah, you made that comment on Tuesday night. That was could have been a key difference in the game there. The first baseman, Mentes, not able to catch it, made 2 amazing catches in that game, battling the wind, dropped it. Then Fuentes, 2 pitches later, base hit, scored the winning run.
Strike called, 1-2. It's the little things in baseball that really determine wins and losses, and Eagles have been definitely going through it during the course of losing 9 of 10, but they finally got something to go their way on Tuesday and were able to pull out that win.
Well, you're right, Clark. He puts his right foot all the way in the corner of the back of the batter's box. He is so close to home plate when he's standing up there batting.
You really see all types of batters here at this level. A lot of young players, like the crowd, the plate especially, trying to take advantage of some of the wild control these opposing pitchers might have and draw a lot of hit by pitches. Ball down low. Count goes full.
He struck out his last time up. Can Sage get him again? Sage with 5 strikeouts here so far in this game.
Caught him looking in the bottom of the, or top of the second, excuse me. See if he can't freeze him here again.
You'd like to get him here so you don't have the opportunity for Lee to open the top of the 5th inning.
Fouled back. They were able to avoid Lee batting with the bases loaded in the second. He would eventually come around to score in the 3rd, but you'd always rather have Lee batting with nobody on than anybody.
I couldn't agree more with that comment.
Yeah. Simple to say, harder to do, though, as the count is full here to Jackson Clark, really working a good AB here. And that pitch once again fouled back. Jackson Clark really drawing out this appearance here.
That's a good at-bat for Jackson Clark. I mean, he's only batting on the season .219, but he's definitely given Sage a run for his money here in the top of the 4th inning.
Coaches always preach, if you can't hit, at least try and be annoying up there, and he is certainly being so for Clark here.
That is so true.
3-2 again. That one just a bit inside. So after striking out looking in the second, he takes his walk here in the 4th, and now the number 9 hole hitter, Joe Delgadillo, will bat with one on.
That was a great at-bat by Jackson Clark. I mean, he worked Sage hard there on that at-bat.
Some activity now in the bullpen here for St. Thomas, as there is an Eagle getting loose.
I was going to ask you that since I got a pole right my way, so I can't see who that is warming up down there.
Unfortunately, both of our eyesight is bad, so we'll just have to wait until he comes in to see who it is. Bunt shown, he went around 0-1. Clark was off initially as Delgadillo showed the bunt, retreated back to first.
Clark 5 for 5 in stolen bases on the season. Doesn't have much of a lead, but boy, he looked like he was thinking about running there just a moment ago on the Delgadillo opportunity to think about bunting. With 2 outs, Tripp now on the grass here at third base.
Ball rolled over. That one's going to go foul just barely. Unfortunate for Beck, as he had that one easily read. Still the count 0-2 with 2 away here. Our game's still tied. A game that's really slowed down since a quick start in the first inning for both teams.
Well, you took out the fast pitcher Jackson Autry in the second inning there, so that changed things up for us as well. And Hunter Sage has thrown quite a few pitches here so far now in 4 innings.
Talked about that magic number being 4 or 5 here for Hunter Sage. We'll see if he can get out of this one, if this will be his last inning of work. 0-2 coming home, and that one's outside. They're going to call it a strike 3. Clark was going, but it's not going to matter. So strikeout for Joe Delgadillo, his second of the night, and Hunter Sage is through 4 with only 2 runs allowed. Come back to see the Eagles come up to bat here on the Legacy Sports Network when we return.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center is
That's all
different
good.
from any other practice I've ever known.
They were very warm, very caring, very compassionate,
This is not a regular doctor's office. This is something completely different.
helping people get their lives back. Men and women, families.
I feel amazing. I truly have joy in my life.
You know, he gave me back everything that I thought I was losing, and then some.
I am very grateful for where I am today.
2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Father Wilson Field. Today's St. Thomas Eagles baseball game is brought to you by the St. Thomas Eagles Athletic Booster Club. Eagle fight never dies. Proud supporters of the Legacy Sports Network. 2-2 our score here in this tight ball game between the St. Thomas Eagles and the St. Pius X Panthers. Henry Beck will be the first one to get a crack at Aiden Hinojosa, coming in for his second inning of work in relief of Jackson Autry.
Beck pulled one down the left field line earlier for a double, able to bring in a run. One of the 2 runs in this game.
Yeah, really nice first inning of work for the Eagles, who have kind of cooled down in the inning since. We'll see if they can get anything going here against Hinojosa, who, as you remarked, is allowing his fair share of batters to reach. First pitch from the lefty to Beck is a ball. Rather, that's the second ball of this AB.
Hinawushu came in there in the third inning and only threw a few pitches and got out quickly.
Got a ground out on a sharp hit from Marin. And then Rutsch hit one unassisted to Matula at first base, who handled it. Both of those balls hit pretty well, especially the one hit from Marin. 2-1. Ball lined the other way, going back on it a little bit is the right fielder Kirkland, who will make the catch. So 3 balls put in play for outs here for Hinojosa.
Brings up Reed Houston. Flew out his first time up, 0 for 1 in the game.
Also was a fly out to Kirkland and Wright, who's seen some action out there. Had a strong throw earlier in this game. First pitch here to Houston, fouled.
Hinawushu's pitching pretty quick here at the moment as well, just like Jackson Autry. It's Hunter Sage that's kind of slowed things down a little bit.
Last few pitchers we've seen pitch for the opposing teams here at Father Wilson Field have not messed around. That pitch low for a ball, 1-1. That time gets the call, 1-2.
Ball's just on the outside corner, got the call there for himself.
Hinojosa trying to toe the line between what is and isn't a strike down there. Got the benefit of the call there and is able to get in the chase there for the second out of the inning as Houston goes down for the second time.
That's his first strikeout of the game. Well, boy, he's come in here in relief, pitching really well coming in for Autry.
First strikeout for any batter here for St. Pius, the 10th pitching.
And you know what? That's what we talked about early in the game here tonight. The less strikeouts, the better opportunity this Eagle team has. It's when they've been striking out 10 plus times a game. That's one of the issues in this last 12 games. And tonight to only have 1 so far into the 4th inning, that's encouraging, I would have to say, for this Eagle ball club.
Had 8 against Luke Douglas in the win on Tuesday. A little more than halfway through this game, and they only have 1, to your point. Very good sign for Eagles hitters as the count goes 2-1.
Yeah, when they won that game against the St. John's 23rd team on Tuesday a week ago, they only had 1 strikeout. So that's the big thing. Just make some contact. The less strikeouts, better opportunity to have a chance to win the ball game.
Will Bryant, the batter now, called time maybe just to see if he can slow down Hinojosa on the mound, who's already up to 2 quick outs. He'll fire another one home.
That was a good curveball.
Was a good curveball to even up the count at 2-2. Even count home way outside. Count will go full here with 2 out.
He was trying to throw that same curveball again on the outside corner, but that one just dropped.
Good job from Fuentes to go and get that one outside the zone. Payoff pitch home. That one lined sharply foul. We'll do it again. It's Cardona to go retrieve the foul ball. He's on deck should Will Bryant reach. Another 3-2. That one a called strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in a row for Hinojosa to end the bottom of the 4th. We'll head to the top of the 5th, still deadlocked at 2 apiece here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When I needed a new car, I knew I had to go to Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. They have a great selection of vehicles in stock. But if I couldn't find what I wanted on the lot, their knowledgeable sales staff could help me find and order the perfect car. They helped me feel extra confident about my purchase. Not only did they listen to all my questions, they had all the answers. I can't imagine buying a car anywhere else.
Come see us today and let us tackle all your vehicle needs.
Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We hear you.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist. Your ticket everywhere.
Welcome back through 4. Our score is 2-2. We have a new pitcher in the game, and we're not quite sure who it is. He is not on the roster. Number 18 is the new batter, or new pitcher rather, excuse me.
Yeah, they brought 3 kids up from the JV side here this past week on Monday. One of them I've already seen pitch in the game, Jackson Lozano. But that's not him here tonight. This is a different young man coming up from the JV squad, getting the opportunity to pitch here in this 2-2 ball game here tonight in the 5th inning. So the Eagles scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. In the bottom of the 1st inning, Trip Marion got a double. And then Travis Roach got a base hit. And then Henry Beck got a double as well. They brought in 2 runs, and then the St. Pius Panthers brought 2 runs in the top of the 3rd inning. That's how we're 2-2. Both teams 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors for either ball club. Start of the 5th inning here, Andrew, with the top of the order with our buddy Jaden Lee coming to the plate.
Lee singled his last time up in the 3rd inning, would come around to score, as would Sean Marquez. The pretty lethal 1-2 duo for the Panthers will get another crack to bat here against a new pitcher for the Eagles.
And that's what Seamus O'Brien, the home plate umpire, is having a conversation with Adam Maziotti, because he doesn't have that number out there as well, the name of number 18 for the Eagles. The other umpire tonight, John Serrano, down there at the first base line. He's been an umpire since 2008. He works for a recycling company during the day, does a lot of driving around town, hauling away dumpsters, recycled dumpsters, and says it definitely enjoys doing this. His surname comes from the fine country of Italy.
Ooh-wee.
So Mike Evans trying to find out who this number 18 young man is as well. We'll be the only folks here tonight that do not know who this gentleman is.
Unfortunately for us, we apologize in advance to the young man and his family. Getting the chance to pitch here in a pretty big spot against a pretty big opponent. Not quite being thrown into the fire, but pretty dang close.
I would agree. 2-2, top of the 5th inning.
Go get Jaden Lee.
Rivalry game. I like his socks. He's got stripes on his socks. Most players just have the sock stirrups, but he's got some stripes around the socks, a little bit different.
We need to bring back the stirrups, man. Those were so cool.
Yep, 1980 style. So Jaden Lee 1 for 2 in the game. Single was last time up between 1st and 2nd base. Takes the first pitch for a ball.
Getting word that his name is Oscar Davis, the new pitcher in now from the JV squad. Trying to verify this. We'll operate on the assumption his name is Oscar Davis. So Davis throws a strike here to make it 1-2.
We give all that to our producer, Augie, tonight, who's giving us all that information behind the scenes.
And if we're wrong, we can blame it on him as the 1-2 comes home. 2-2 our count.
This isn't a one-man show. There's a lot involved here tonight to make this action come into you, and we're so thankful for him with all that he's got going on here.
Would not be able to bring home these amazing games here. They're saying he went. Strikeout called. Very impressive. And the first batter that Davis faces is Jaden Lee, and he gets in the strikeout.
Can't beat that. I mean, that's the way to go. Now, Lee having a conversation with Marquez as he's coming up to bat to tell him, hey, here's what I just saw from Oscar. So one out Marquez, who's got a double and a single here tonight. Andrew, have you ever seen a cycle hit in high school baseball?
Unfortunately not, I haven't.
Have you ever seen a cycle in going to any games ever?
In person, no. The last one I want to say I watched was the Altuve cycle. I want to say that was last year.
I've never witnessed one in person.
Strike call here from Davis. I mean, one of the great feats in baseball for sure, and everybody wishes they could see it. Would you rather see a 5-hitter or a cycle?
A 5-hitter or a cycle?
Yeah.
I would say a cycle just because it's so impressive to do. There's so much involved. Well, look at that great catch.
Speaking of impressive, great catch from Trip Marin, and quickly Oscar Davis retires Lee and Marquez here in quick fashion.
Outstanding for a JV kid to get the top 2 guys who got on there in the top of the 3rd inning, both coming around to score, and to get the first 2 guys on a strikeout and a pop out to Trip. And Trip, again, I give serious props to Trip for a freshman playing defense out there at third base, a hot spot. Great catch there in foul ground territory.
First pitch, a ball here to Magallanes. So Sage will end his outing. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs allowed, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts.
He had a great week. I mean, he pitched on Saturday, 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, no runs. Only gave up 2 runs here in his 2 outings this week. I mean, that's really impressive pitching by Sage.
We asked for 4 and we got 4 from Hunter. It's pretty good in this outing against a tough opponent. Ball fouled here from Magallanes. 2-1 the count, 2 away.
Boy, Oscar Davis is pitching. He's got a good fastball you can see here at the moment. For a sophomore, they said as well.
Pretty tall, lanky guy up there for a sophomore. Definitely has the pitcher's build. 2-1 fired home inside. Count goes 3-1 in favor of Magallanes.
Eagles have a lot of young players on this ball club. We talked about Tripp over there, a freshman. You got Fuentes out there who's a junior. Mandela's a junior. Beck is a junior.
Loses command here, and he walks Magallanes. 1 on with 2 out.
So it brings us Fuentes, who's got a base hit, 1 for 2 in the game. Struck out his first time up, got a base hit his last time up.
Pretty funny, we have a Fuentes on our side and a C. Fuentes for St. Pius X. Not sure I've really seen
Fuentes, yep,
that kind of name within a name before.
Yeah, agree.
A lot of good names for this St. Pius X team, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. The first game I did was definitely a struggle. I'll have to admit to that. So
Magallanes, Cifuentes, Delgadillo. A lot of good names here.
They've got a pitcher as well that's got a fun name as well, who is excellent. Well, they called that a strike.
Panthers fans not happy about that one, as that pitch outside was called a strike for Oscar Davis.
Shemus O'Brien, the home plate umpire, his calls tonight have been pretty accurate. That one was just a little bit like it was a little bit outside, but the Eagles will take an 0-2 count with the runner on first base here to Cifuentes.
Cifuentes already has struck out in this game back in the first. It was to end the first inning looking. 0-2 hit high in the air, dropping quickly and diving to make the catch. No, he didn't. Tough play there for Fuentes, who had to hustle in from his shortstop spot, excuse me.
That ball had like backspin on it, so the ball was coming back, and Oscar Davis wasn't sure if he could get it. Fuentes was wondering if Oscar was trying to get it as well, and the next thing you know, came out of his glove as he dove for it.
Tough play to make. They'll rule that one a hit. So that officially makes Fuentes 2 for 3 with 2 singles here tonight, as Connor Romero, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, comes up to bat in a big spot.
Struck out and one looking as well.
All of a sudden, Oscar Davis finds himself in a pretty tough spot after getting the first 2 out in quick succession. First pitch to Romero is a ball.
Our young fans are back down there making some noise, probably just being a little bit more appropriate with their noise.
Here's hoping. Hate to see anybody removed from this game in what's been a very, very fun contest to watch and to call. Meeting on the mound here for Bryant with Oscar Davis.
I've actually been working on my wall. Hey, good.
That's still a great crowd here tonight. 440 seat capacity here at the Father Wilson Field, and I'm telling you what, Andrew, I'm going to say, I said 250 earlier. We're probably up to 300 people here tonight for this crosstown rivalry game here tonight.
Good turnout here for what's been a very good game. Entering its middle to late innings in the top of the 5th inning. And what feels like a boiling point that we've reached here. St. Pius X trying to take the lead here in the top of the 5th. (1-0) home. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Davis to even it up. Fuentes and Mandela keeping a close eye over at Magallanes at second. Decent lead over there for Adrian. Time called at the plate here from Romero. Davis summoned in relief of Hunter Sage. Pitched 4 good innings. Trying to keep this game tied for the Eagles. 1-1 home. Fouled away, 1-2.
Just needs one more pitch to get out of this inning. Leave 2 runners on. Should be a big confidence booster for the young sophomore coming into the game here in the top of the 5th, tie game 2-2. A little bit of a jam.
Started this inning out with striking out Jaden Lee, then got Sean Marquez to pop up to the third baseman Marin in foul territory. 1-2, swing and a foul at the plate. Just got a piece of it. Man, that would have been nice.
I thought Brian held on to that ball, but he was not able to, so do it again.
Got a recenter here. Thought you were out of the inning. Instead, you got to make another good pitch here to Romero, who has been susceptible to the strikeout. See if he tries to get in the chase here. Ball dribbled over to Marin at third. He's going to make the throw over instead of the tag, and he's going to get him in time. So the jam gets dealt with here from Oscar Davis in his first inning of work in relief here. Our score remains deadlocked at 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When I needed a new car, I knew I had to go to Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. They have a great selection of vehicles in stock. But if I couldn't find what I wanted on the lot, their knowledgeable sales staff could help me find and order the perfect car. They helped me feel extra confident about my purchase. Not only did they listen to all my questions, they had all the answers. I can't imagine buying a car anywhere else.
Come see us today and let us tackle all your vehicle needs.
Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We hear you.
(2-2) our score as we approach the bottom of the 5th inning. Today's game is brought to you by Texan, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We hear you.
So that ball was hit to Tripp. Ball was close to third base. Instead of touching third, because he knew he didn't have an opportunity to touch third with the runner coming down from second, Tripp with a rifle of an arm to first base to get Romero at first base. I'm telling you what, Andrew, Fuentes, Marion, I cannot get over the defense on the left side of this infield. It's so impressive to see, and especially, again, Tripp, a freshman with that strong arm. As a freshman, gosh,
yeah,
that's so good.
So rare to find in kids that age. And the mental fortitude and the knowledge to know what to do in that situation. He could have tried to go back for the force out and tried to tag out the runner, but he was already behind him by the time he'd gotten the throw, just being level-headed, knowing where to go with the baseball. Very rare to see in someone at that age, but that's why he's playing varsity as a freshman.
And it was an accurate throw, too. It wasn't anything out of the way. Beck was able to catch it easily. Such a great play there by Tripp.
Keegan Cardona takes a strike to start this bottom of the 5th inning. Cardona, Marcantel, and then the lineup will flick back up to Braxton Mandela here in the bottom of this 5th inning. Hinojosa out for his 3rd inning of work.
Hinojosa has been pitching fantastic in this game so far.
And like we said, not wasting a lot of time either on the mound. Swing and a miss. 1-2. struck out Houston and Bryant to end the bottom of the 4th inning. Trying to see if he can get 3 in a row with Cardona. Just missed. 2-2.
They came in, got Trip Marion and Travis Rush. He's retired 5 in a row. Trip calls time.
Time called late.
Time. They're late, yep. Impressive home plate umpire O'Brien giving it to him.
2-2 swing and a miss. That's 3 strikeouts in a row here for Aiden Hinojosa. Came into this game not really touting the best stats, but he's looked really sharp here in this relief outing.
Well, like we talked about, this is what you can't do. You don't want to strike out a lot. You got to just make some contact, put the ball in play if possible. Well, I mean, Hinojosa is just ready to go.
He is not wasting any time as Marcantel takes a strike.
Marcantel just put his right foot in, put his left foot in, and Hinojosa is ready to go. I mean, he's not wasting. I mean, he's under 4 seconds to throw this pitch.
Foul it off the helmet. The home plate umpire 0-2 now as Hinojosa once again finds himself ahead of the count.
Marcantel got thrown out by Lee last time up at the plate.
Low. If there's one person you want to put the ball in play, it's Marcantel with his speed. Unlucky that he hit it to Lee last time, but he can really make it happen if he just puts one in play, even on the infield. 1-2, caught. Strikeout. That's now 4 strikeouts in a row for Hinojosa, who is in the zone right now.
Oh, he's on fire right now, Hinojosa. I mean, he knows it too. He feels it. Like, did you ever play NBA Jam back in the day?
Oh, yes, I have.
He's on fire.
He's heating up.
He is packed. He's past heating up. He's on fire right now.
And another first pitch strike here, this time to Mandela.
Mandela's coming out to have a conversation with Mazziotti here because Hinojosa is, I mean, he's throwing him literally less than 4 seconds, so they're calling time here just to try to slow him down because they know he's on fire here at the moment as well.
Hinojosa doesn't look very happy about it on the screen right now. He is ready to wind up and go.
Yeah, he's staring them down like, come on, let's go. He even just looked at his catcher like, what are we doing? Come on.
Giving him the old Scherzer look, and now Mandela will take the slow walk back to the batter's box, and already Hinojosa in a stance.
This is kind of like basketball where you call time. See, look, he was ready to go, and Mandela wasn't ready to go. Got to make sure the batter is looking at the pitcher as well.
See if it works. Pitch low, 1-1.
That's just like a kicker or a free throw player. That was a good call there, Mazziotti, to take a break there for a moment because he can see what Hinojosa is up to here at the moment with 4 straight strikeouts in a row.
Strike 1-2. Savvy move by Coach Mazziotti, but right now it's not looking like it matters as once again Hinojosa ahead in the count, trying to get 5 strikeouts in a row. 1-2 home, and Aiden Hinojosa strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and he is stoic and ready.
He's excited. It's so cool for the young man. Screaming and hollering. He came off the mound, and his team came out to meet him right there at the dugout. Way to go.
We are locked in a great ball game here as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back here on the Legacy Sports Network.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center is different from any other practice I've ever known.
They were very warm, very caring, very compassionate.
This is not a regular doctor's office. This is something completely different.
Helping people get their lives back. Men and women, families.
I feel amazing. I truly have joy in my life.
You know, he gave me back everything that I thought I was losing, and then some.
I am very grateful for where I am today.
At United Community, we're more than a credit union. We're here with the financial solutions you need to keep life moving forward, so you can focus less on your money and more on what matters. Unite your financial future at unitedccu.com.
We are through 5. Our score is 2-2, deadlocked here at Father Wilson Field. Panthers coming up to bat here once again in what's been a very, very good contest here, Jeff.
Yeah, this is another great game, Andrew. I mean, here we had a great game on Tuesday night with a 1-0 game. Here we are 2-2. I can tell you what, though, Hinawoshu is on fire right now. That's so fun to watch a pitcher pitching as well as he is here all of a sudden. That is just outstanding what he's come in here to the game, replacing Jackson Autry, who was a starter here in this game, now with 5 straight strikeouts in a row.
On the other side, Oscar Davis got off to a hot start as well in his first inning of relief. Swing and a miss ahead 0-2 of Jake Matula. Got into a bit of a jam as the inning came to an end in the bottom of the 5th, or top of the 5th rather, excuse me, but was able to get out of it. Crowd really now getting into it here as we approach the final few innings. 0-2 laced into left field going, and that's going to drift foul, thankfully. Boy, I tell you what, that ball was scalded.
Yeah, 310 down the left field line with a 16-foot wall, and that ball would have, if he was a little more straight, would have gone over the wall. Easy clearance there.
That ball was a laser. Davis will try and refocus here. See if he tries to get Matula fishing here. Swing and a miss, and he gets them chasing out the zone. 4-pitch strikeout there for Oscar Davis to begin the top of the 6th.
That's his second strikeout, the second strikeout of the game, coming in relief as a sophomore. He's pitched well so far, Andrew. I mean, he came in to start off with Jaden Lee and Gaten Marquez as well. Not only with only 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He's got 8 straight strikes in a row.
A ball hit into the gap. It's going to drop for extra bases. Rounding first is going to be Andrew Kirkland. Ball gets in quickly, but not before Andrew gets into second base. Now a runner in scoring position here for St. Pius X.
That's a good hit there by Andrew.
Not wasting any time. First pitch he saw laced into the gap between Marcantel and Cardona, and now Jackson Clark will get a chance to bat here to potentially put the Panthers ahead. Rather, we're going to get a pinch hitter here, it looks like. Cole Nietzsche batting in place of Jackson Clark in the DH spot. Another fun name here for the Panthers coming up here.
He's batting .231 on the season. This will be game number 9 for him here tonight. Batting .333 with runners in scoring position. So can Oscar keep him, the runner at second base here with 1 out? That was the 4th double on the season for Kirkland.
Bringing in the lefty Nietzsche here for the righty Davis. Joe Delgadillo is on tap to bat in his spot next. We'll see if he also gets potentially pinch hit for it. First pitch, a big cut and a miss from Nietzsche. 0-1.
So we got all those fans back down there along the third base line, making all the noise.
Trying to will the Eagles out of this pickle.
Sometimes we don't have a 12th man, but maybe we have a 10th man here tonight with the crowd.
0-1, another cut and a miss. Davis ahead in the driver's seat. And there's going to be a stolen base, or rather no, it's a check over. Not quite sure what happened. It looked like they checked over and Kirkland just fell.
Fell down, yeah.
Thought he was trying to steal for a second and then might have hurt himself. Thankfully, he's okay.
Coach Mike Evans getting the signs in. Pat Burns over there at third base, the coach, the assistant coach for the St. Pius X Panthers.
Davis ahead, 0-2. His pitch lined the other way, foul. Another hard hit ball. They're starting to get the barrels to these pitches thrown from Davis.
I mean, that's what you got to do. If you get an opportunity to make some contact, there's an opportunity for a ball always to fall in. I mean, look at that little ball earlier in the last inning that Fuentes was not able to get, that had all this backspin on it. Kirkland with a double here at the moment.
Nietzsche again fouls it the other way.
Even though we got a runner on second base. Oscar Davis in the game. That's 13 straight strikes in a row he's thrown. No balls here at the moment, so he's pitching well, even with a runner on second base.
Time called. We'll see if he maybe tries to break that streak to get Nietzsche to reach. Was able to get Jake Matula to swing out of the zone for the first out of this inning. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout here for Oscar Davis in a high-pressure spot. Cowbell in full effect here in the stands. 2 gone here.
Well, I tell you, we are seeing great pitching here by Hinooshu and Davis here at the moment in this game. In this 2-2 ball game, top of the 6th inning of this rivalry game of these two teams here tonight.
Delgadillo will bat for himself here. Number 9 hole hitter absolutely want to go after Delgadillo instead of playing around and getting to face Jaden Lee in this spot.
Panthers have left 6 runners on base. Can we leave one more runner on?
Another strike here from Davis, getting ahead of Delgadillo.
I'm impressed, Andrew. I'm really impressed with Oscar Davis here at the moment. Coming into this game in a high-pressure situation as a sophomore from the JV club. 3 strikeouts, 15 strikes in a row thrown here at the moment. Can you leave the runner on at second?
Bunt dropped down. Davis gets in front, gathers, throws, and it gets away. The runner is going to come in to score. Davis throws the ball away, and it gives St. Pius X the lead here in the top of the 6th. Man, just cannot have that happen.
No, that's too bad, too, because he got it. Beck came in. Beck ran back to first base. He waited for Beck to get there, tried to throw it low, and then just threw it a little too far out of his reach. That's the thing I've seen, Andrew, in these games. The catcher or the pitcher, when these bunts are laid down, they don't do a very good job throwing the ball to first base. And next thing you know, you throw the ball in the right field, and it brings a runner in, and Kirkland able to come all the way from second base to take the lead here, 3-2 in the top of the 6th.
And you're not out of it yet. Got to deal with Jaden Lee in the top of this lineup with 2 out. Tough break for the young man who had really been pitching well here in this spot. Tough to be summoned from the JV squad, thrust into this situation, and that one hits Lee. Not very happy about it as he takes his base, and now 2 runners on here for Sean Marquez.
Yeah, home plate umpire Sheamus O'Brien walking Lee down to first base like it's okay, not intentional. But now you got Marquez coming to the plate, 2 for 3 with a double and a single, and they got 2 runners on, and here comes the pitching coach coming out to have a conversation with Oscar Davis.
Might be it for Oscar, as had a chance to get out of the jam, and now we'll see if they opt to leave him in. Going to have a quick conversation with the young man.
You know, he's pitched really well. I mean, I'm surprised that Delgadillo put that bunt down, but because he put that bunt down, they were able to get an unforced error there by Davis to score the run, and then just hit a batter. You know, he could be a little frazzled after throwing the ball into right field there a moment ago. So just coming out, that's a good move there by the pitching coach, coming out to have a conversation with him, just to calm him down. Everything's fine. We're only down by 1. Just leave 2 runners on, even though you got Sean Marquez at the plate.
Going to give him a chance to get out of this inning.
Yeah, you know, this is a good confidence opportunity, good confidence builder. Again, he's only a sophomore, so you could do a lot of good things here for yourself if you can get out of this inning. He's pitched well. I mean, he's got 3 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings pitched. And he had been pitching well until that bunt got down there by Delgadillo.
First pitch high to Marquez. Got him to pop out his first time up when they faced each other.
You got speed though over at first with Lee, so Marquez gets something in the gap or somewhere, Lee can easily score from first and break this game slightly open.
2-0 now against Marquez. Magallanes waits on deck, trying to keep this game a 1-score contest.
They've left 6 runners on base, the Panthers have, in this ball game. Davis trying to see if he could leave 2 more on.
Fuentes, Marin, and Rutsch will be the 3 to bat minimum for the Eagles in the bottom of the inning. 2, 3, and 4. Called a ball, 3-0 there.
Take a deep breath. Take your time. This is a pressure-packed at-bat. Big crowd here tonight in this game for the kid. Now down 3-0, 2 runners on. Composure, that's what you need to do here.
Trying to get 1 more out here to get out of this inning. 3-0, 2 away, and the pitch is high, so that walk will load the bases. Here for Adrian Magallanes.
And here comes the pitching coach. They're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning.
Valiant effort here for the sophomore Oscar Davis, who had pitched well initially, but now trouble here for the Eagles as Oscar Davis's night will come to an end. He'll hand the ball over to his pitching coach, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back here on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Welcome back here. Brandt and Jen Stogner are serious trial attorneys that specialize in personal injury. They have recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. If you or someone you love has been involved in a catastrophic accident due to the negligence of someone else, call Brandt and Jen Stogner for a free consultation and find out what your case might be worth. Brandt and Jen Stogner, supporting local high school athletics. New pitcher in the game here, it'll be Luke Orr. We mentioned that Coach Mazziotti had all of his weapons available for him tonight, and Luke Orr, who pitched Tuesday, will get the call here.
Now, Luke Orr has pitched 15 in the 3rd innings. This will be game number 10 for him on the season. 2.73 ERA. He's got 12 strikeouts, 8 walks. But like Andrew just said, he pitched really well in that game on Tuesday night. 2 in the 3rd innings, no runs. Coming in now in a pressure-packed situation here with the bases loaded. And the number 3 hole hitter coming up for the Panthers.
Going to try and do his best Patrick Daly impression, in which he came in with the bases loaded after Orr got him loaded. Try and get himself out of a jam here to preserve the score as it is right now and give his Eagles a chance to bat with only a 1-run deficit.
Join us Tuesday night. We're going to see the same ball club again on the radio. I'll be on the call for that game at the pit. St. Thomas Eagles playing against the St. Pius 10 Panthers at 7 o'clock. And then Thursday night, we'll be back on the air again, 6 o'clock game time on lsnsports.com. We'll have video of that game as well against the St. John's 23rd team. And then the final game of the season will be Tuesday, April 28th, radio only against the St. John's 23 team. So 3 games remain on the season, but we're going to see this team one more time next week.
Hopefully with a win under the belt. First pitch here outside. Good backhand that time from Will Bryant, the catcher.
Bryant's got to make sure he gets these balls because you got over there at third base, Delgadillo, and then you got Lee over there at second base. Lee could score all the way from second base if you're not careful.
Score is what it is right now after the bunt laid by Joe Delgadillo resulted in an error on the throw from Oscar Davis, allowing Andrew Kirkland to score.
Adrian at the plate batting .366 on the season with runners in scoring position, .481.
That one way inside. Another good catch there from Bryant.
So you got the St. Pius Panther fan club doing the Texas A&M Ball 7 chant here at the moment. So you got both teams with the fan bases here tonight in action, which is nice to see the fan base, but 2-0 count here by Orr. Ball 3.
That's high now. 3-0 here to Magallanes, who walked his last time up in the 5th, is more than content to potentially take one here. You figure he's taking all the way here until he sees Daly throw, or rather throw a strike.
This is what I talked about in the pregame show. This year, these are the innings that become the struggle for this ball club in the last 12 games. Trying to get the ball all over the plate here. And here we are, a 3-0 pitch.
Called a strike, 3-1 now to Magallanes. Riley Cifuentes waits on deck should Magallanes manage to reach.
He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a sacrifice and a walk. But he does have an RBI. Or just needs him to get the ball down, let his defense play.
Swing and a miss out of his shoes, and he falls down. That'll rile up the crowd here for the Eagles, who love to see that. And now the count is full. Runners will be off here with 2 outs.
Yeah, that got all the St. Thomas Eagle fan club there in the first 2-3 rows jumping up on their feet, coming out of your shoes there. Big pitch here by Luke Orr.
Can he keep the score where it is here? Most pressure-filled spot of the night. Coming home in the full count. Payoff home. Fouled back, just got a piece of it. We'll do it again.
He threw that one right down the middle. So not doing anything tricky with that pitch. Just threw it right down the middle. Let your defense make the play. You got Fuentes and Mandela playing on the grass in second and third. Marion is at parallel at the bag, and Beck is far off the bag as well. Let your defense help you out here.
Another full count home, and that one's laced into left. That's going to hang up just long enough for Travis Rutsch to make the catch. Disaster averted, but the Panthers do take the lead here in the top of the 6th. Eagles will try and tie or take the lead in the bottom of the inning when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When you close your eyes and listen, you hear a lot of sounds at Texan Buick GMC. But we hear things a little differently than most people. Where you hear the force of the impact wrench, we hear someone who's got reliable transportation to their job. You hear the flow of the oil, we hear someone whose day isn't interrupted by scheduled maintenance. But the most important thing we hear is you. Visit us today for great deals on our new and used lineup. Texan Buick GMC, we hear you.
At United Community, we're more than a credit union. We're here with the financial solutions you need to keep life moving forward, so you can focus less on your money and more on what matters. Unite your financial future at unitedccu.com.
Tight game here, Father Wilson Field. The Legacy Sports Network, LSNsports.com, broadcasting high school athletics for 18 years in the greater Houston area, is building a legacy one game at a time. Please follow us on our social media pages. Like us on Facebook by looking up LSN Sports. Follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at Legacy Sportsnet, and on Instagram at Legacy Sports Network at any of the QR codes you see on your screen right now. 3-2 is our score here. Aiden Hinojosa once again out here. He has been, to put it mildly, on a hot streak at the mound right now.
Yeah, but let's go back to that last pitch there by Luke Orr. 3-2 count, threw the great pitch there to Magallanes. Say that name? Magallanes. And hits a line drive to Rutsch. Like I said, let your defense help you out. That was a great pitch, but hit it right to Rutsch in left field, and you got yourself out of the inning, leaving 3 runners on base for the Eagles to come up with the MVP of the game on Tuesday night. Chris Fuentes, 2 for 3, the lone bright spot, and able to bring in the winning run on Tuesday night to start off the order here at the bottom of the 6th inning.
Has grounded out and also sacrificed bunt. So he's 0 for 1 on the night. Takes a strike here from Hinojosa, who is once again off to a torrid start on the mound. And Fuentes preemptively calling for time here. Hinojosa, nasty breaking stuff there. I mean, he has got everything going right now.
Yeah, man, he's got 5 strikeouts in a row. He's trying to go for 6. Kid was pumped there in the bottom of the 5th inning. Can he do it again?
0-2 outside.
He overthrew that pitch.
Definitely did. You
Way
figure his
overthrew.
adrenaline will carry him the rest of this game. Not sure Coach Davis or anybody else, or Coach Evans rather, excuse me, wants to bring anybody else in here. 1-2, got him reaching. That's now 6 strikeouts in a row here for Aiden Hinojosa.
He is on fire.
When you run out of words to describe it, he is untouchable right now.
Completely. I mean, you retired the last 7 in a row, 9 in a row, and look at that curveball. I mean, the kid is throwing everything he's got in his arsenal at the moment, and the Eagles have nothing to be able to do with it.
Trip Marin had a double his first time up in the game, facing a completely different beast. He lines that one sharply, dropping quickly, and that's going to be down for a hit all the way to the wall. Off the wall, Marin going to stop at second, so he gets another double here to put the tying run in scoring position here. Great piece of hitting from Trip Marin, the freshman.
Wow, it's 375 to deep center, and he hit that ball 370 feet, hit the wall, almost bounced over the wall. Trip thought maybe he could go to third, but Delgadillo out there in the outfield able to bring it in. But boy, that was a bomb hit there by Trip Marion to center field.
If nothing else, that might get Hinojosa out of his groove.
That's what you need right now. I mean, he's been in a groove all game, but he comes right back with strike 1 there on Travis Rutch.
Rutch with a single and an RBI already in this game. One of, if not the best RISP guys for Coach Mazziotti and his crew. That ball hit the other way high in the air. Is going to stay in play, and that one a catch.
Boy, again, there was the wind, a little bit of a struggle there, but caught it. Nice catch there by Matula.
So it now comes down to Henry Beck here to try and get Marin in from second.
He's already got a double in this game tonight. He's able to bring in Marion earlier in the game. Can he do it again to tie this game?
Henry Beck, the stalwart first baseman, trying to get one into the outfield to score his teammate Marin and tie this game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another lethal breaking ball. I mean, my goodness, the movement on this stuff is crazy.
It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with him here tonight.
Hinojosa's got it all working right now. Aiden lines up, gives a look, and fires a home the 1-0-1. Fouled back 0-2.
I mean, it doesn't look like the trip double really did anything to him at the moment with the way he's pitching here. To Travis Rush to pop out, now to Beck 0-2 on him.
Can go to whatever he wants here. We'll see if Beck has a plan for it in the 0-2. Tanks didn't get the strike call. The Panthers pleading for a strikeout, looking. They're not going to get it. 1-2.
Lee and Marquez were running off the field there thinking that was strike 3, but it was just outside. The Panther fan base telling them that was not a good call.
Steps off the mound as Hinojosa to reset. He'll try and do it again.
That's surprising. He actually stepped off the mound himself and not the batter.
Swing and a miss on a pitch inside. Cifuentes fired up, as is Hinojosa, who is strutting his stuff off the mound. Dominant relief outing for the young man, and the tying run is stranded at second for the Eagles. Top of the 7th when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Ah, football. The roar of the crowd, the crisp fall air. At least you were going to go to the game until your dog got sick, your in-laws decided to visit for the weekend, the grass needs mowing, your sister decided to have her wedding during the biggest game of the year, and whew, don't sweat it. Take a breath. That's where we come in. Quick Assist seamlessly lists your unused tickets on over a dozen different platforms with the click of a button. And our pricing experts guarantee you're getting the best value for your seats every time. Quick Assist. Your ticket everywhere.
Seventh inning here at Father Wilson Field in the tight one, 3-2 our score. Panthers lead, and they will bat here to start the inning. Riley Cifuentes, Connor Romero, and Jake Matula will be the 3 minimum here for Luke Orr, out for his second inning of relief.
All right, Andrew, we talked about just going in there at the break. What we're seeing from Hinawoshu tonight is fantastic. 7 strikeouts here tonight, but I tell you what, the fan base here tonight in high school baseball is definitely making a difference in this game, I can see tonight.
First pitch here from Cifuentes, over for an easy pitch and catch for Mandela to back for 1 away. That's what Orr needs, are some quick outs here to get his offense back up there. Although with the way Hinojosa is pitching right now, you figure he'd want to go out there and pitch anyway.
I believe the Panther fan base is one of the reasons why Hinawoshu's pitching so well in this game. It's kind of like basketball. You can see a big difference in a high school basketball game where the fan base makes a difference and the players feed off on it. And I'm going to tell you right now, Hinawoshu is feeding off of his Panther fan base here at this ballpark here tonight.
Big cut and a miss that time.
And I would just say to Panthers, even the Eagles have a fan base here tonight as well that has made a difference as well. And I'm gonna say these fans have made a difference in this ball game for both ball clubs.
Yeah, both teams looking really strong here, as I believe we have a new batter here for Romero. Trying to see if that's Elkin Vandenberg in now. Outside. It's either Gavin Mayahi or Elkin Vandenberg batting now.
This is Mayahi at the moment.
Pitch outside, 2-2.
Yeah, it's Mayahi.
Mayahi, yeah, he is now batting in place of Connor Romero. Pitch outside, and now Mayahi in a full count.
Luke Orr able to come in there in the top of the 6th inning. Left 3 runners on base. Already with 1 out.
Got a quick out of Cifuentes, and now Mayahi swing and a miss, or 2 gone here, top of the 7th. His first strikeout of this outing.
He's retired the last 3 batters in the game. That brings up Matula to the plate. Matula 0 for 2 on the night, a walk, a ground out, and a strikeout. He has had an 8-pitch at bat his first time up here tonight.
It really feels like it's turned into a bit of a pitcher's duel here, which would obviously favor St. Pius X, given the score is what it is.
Well, especially with the way Hinawoshu is pitching at the moment. He is lights out. There's not much you can do at the moment.
Figure he's still got plenty of the tank as we approach the bottom of the 7th with 2 gone here in the top of the inning, 1-1 our count.
Well, he definitely feels, the way he came off the mound there the last time off, incredibly charismatic and screaming and hollering and hooting and hollering. He should be as excited as he is.
Had the Panther side fired up as that ball was popped foul. Bryant gave it a look, he did not chase.
So the Eagles scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st, but the Panthers came back with 2 in the top of the 3rd, but they took the lead in the top of the 6th, and that's why we're at 3-2 here in the top of the 7th inning.
1-2 home, hit sharply right to Marin, who makes the throw over for the final out. One more chance coming up for the Eagles. It'll be Reed Houston, Will Bryant, and Keegan Cardona to bat when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network.
When you close your eyes and listen, you hear a lot of sounds at Texan Buick GMC. But we hear things a little differently than most people. Where you hear the force of the impact wrench, we hear someone who's got reliable transportation to their job. You hear the flow of the oil, we hear someone whose day isn't interrupted by scheduled maintenance. But the most important thing we hear is you. Visit us today for great deals on our new and used lineup. Texan Buick GMC, we hear you.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center is different from any other practice I've ever known.
They were very warm, very caring, very compassionate.
This is not a regular doctor's office. This is something completely different.
Helping people get their lives back. Men and women, families.
I feel amazing. I truly have joy in my life.
You know, he gave me back everything that I thought I was losing, and then some.
I am very grateful for where I am today.
We're back here, bottom of the 7th inning here. Father Wilson Field, one last chance for the St. Thomas Eagles to try and tie or take the lead here against the St. Pius X Panthers. They will be up against it, though, as Aiden Hinojosa, who has been nothing short of fantastic, will take the mound to try and shut this out and secure the win for the Panthers.
So the Crusaders on Tuesday night, Andrew, left 11 runners on base. The Panthers tonight have left 9 runners on base. So there's an opportunity here for the Eagles. I mean, we're only down 1, but you're facing Hinojosa, who is on fire.
Another first pitch strike to Reed Houston, who will get the first crack at him. And we're running out of words to describe it. He has been otherworldly.
82% of his first pitches have been a strike. Look at that, 0-2. I mean,
another swinging strike.
The kid is on. He's untouchable. There's no words to describe at the moment.
0-2, swing and a miss, and Hinojosa is letting it all out. One away, and another strikeout.
There's no words. It's so cool to watch. I mean, it's so cool to watch what he's doing here at the moment.
Will Bryant will try his best, and he'll call time before a pitch is even thrown. Bryant 0 for 2. Now up to 8 strikeouts as Hinojosa in this outing. Strike called, 0-1. I mean, we talked about it at the break. Hinojosa came in, the numbers were not good. One of, if not the worst ERAs on the team, and he's now pitching like an ace.
I mean, 5.178, and here's Lee. Look at that bounce. Look at Lee take his time.
Gonna throw it down, and Bryant out in plenty of time, and now one more chance here for the Eagles.
I mean, batters were batting .289 against him in 24 1/3 innings pitched.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here as well, coming up in place of Keegan Cardona.
Jackson Riles.
Riles pinch hitting here for Cardona as the last chance against Hinojosa. Riles hits one, it's straight away center, going back, still going back at the wall and over his head. Riles gonna take the turn and try for third. Throw is gonna be not in time. Riles gets himself 90 feet away from tying the game.
Jackson Riles with a bomb to deep center field over the head of Delgadillo. That's the second ball that's gone that far here tonight. Trip Mary, that ball almost went out of here, Andrew.
He was close. He'll settle for the triple, and now Jay Marcantel, a chance to drive home the tying run 90 feet away. Can he get something on Hinojosa?
Wow, that was impressive for Jackson Riles to come in off the bench.
Fouled the other way, 0-1. Marcantel, one of the speediest guys on the team. If he can just put one in play, it'll put pressure on the defense.
That's Jackson Riles' third triple of the season.
0-1, fouled again, 0-2. Hinojosa ahead of Marcantel.
Marcantel's just got to get a ball on it. Marcantel's got speed. If he cannot hit it to Lee or Marquez, he has a chance to get on.
0-2, just fouled back, barely got a piece, will do it again.
Boy, thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network for fine action again Tuesday night. night, 1-0. Here we are again, pressure packed. 0-2, runner on third.
Who could ask for anything better on a Friday night as the 0-2 home once again inside. Good catch there from Cifuentes.
But a better eye by Marcantel not to even swing at that pitch. Marcantel with a .483 on-base percentage.
Marcantel fouls it again, being pesky here.
This is a great at-bat by Marcantel here. 1-2, fouling balls off left and right. Good eye at the plate.
Mandela waits on deck if Marcantel can make something shake here. The 1-2 home. That one hits him. So after being ahead, Hinojosa hits Marcantel, and now Mandela, top of the order, a chance to tie or perhaps take the lead.
How about that? So Mandela to the plate.
Some cracks starting to show for Aiden Hinojosa as he will now receive a mound visit from his side as Mandela retreats over to Coach Mazziotti's side to talk about the game plan.
So tie run at third, winning run at first, Mandela at the plate, one of the main guys you want to have at the plate. Batting .302 on the season, 368 runners in scoring position.
Fans on their seat here for both sides, eager to see who comes out on top.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a monster hit by Jackson Wiles. Oh, they're throwing some fans out of the game, it looks like now.
Starting to get chippy off the field. Coach Mazziotti coming over to spectate, make sure everything's okay. We have reached a boiling point here at Father Wilson Field in the 3-2 game. St. Thomas only 90 feet away from tying this contest. Boy, where else would you rather be on a Friday night?
So Braxton Mandela, switch hitter, batting right-handed here. 0 for 3.
Shows bunt, takes it back, called strike, 0-1. They were going to try and make Hinojosa field his position there.
You know what? That's what they did. That's how they got their run. They got a bunt down by Delgadillo and threw the ball away.
0-1, another strike, and Hinojosa 1 strike away from getting out of this jam.
Boy, if he can get out of this jam after giving up a triple and then a hit batter, all Mandela's got to do is just get the ball, make contact here.
See if he can stay alive. 0-2 coming from Hinojosa. Ball laced into left field, hanging up. It'll hang up just long enough for the final out of the game. And that's how this one ends. 3-2 our score. St. Pius X ekes out a victory in a thriller at Father Wilson Field. Tough loss for the Eagles, Jeff.
Boy, I tell you what, though, Mandela hit it. I mean, just the ball just hung up in the air and just didn't get enough power under it to get it over the left fielder's head. But Enosh, holy cow, what a spectacular pitching and relief by him here tonight.
To put it mildly, we'll take one last break here and come back to break it all down when we return here on the Legacy Sports Network. Final score, St. Thomas Eagles 2, St. Pius 10th, Panthers 3.
When I needed a new car, I knew I had to go to Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. They have a great selection of vehicles in stock. But if I couldn't find what I wanted on the lot, their knowledgeable sales staff could help me find and order the perfect car. They helped me feel extra confident about my purchase. Not only did they listen to all my questions, they had all the answers. I can't imagine buying a car anywhere else.
Come see us today and let us tackle all your vehicle needs. Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We hear you.
At United Community, we're more than a credit union. We're here with the financial solutions you need to keep life moving forward. so you can focus less on your money and more on what matters. Unite your financial future at unitedccu.com.
And we're back 3-2 our final. St. Pius X takes it over St. Thomas. And Jeff, take a breath, decompress. Unfortunate result for the Eagles here tonight.
Well, we talked about it going into that bottom of the 7th inning, asking me in the break what you thought was going to happen. I thought, there's no way they're going to have a chance against Inooshu with the way he's been pitching. And then Jackson Rouse comes off the bench, blasts one to center field. I mean, that ball almost went out of here. With the wind blowing 11 miles per hour, that ball had his opportunity to go out, but didn't make it. And then Inooshu got himself a little bit of a jam, but he got himself out of it. But Braxton Mandela just hit that ball to left field. As his dad keeps telling me, he's got to do a few more push-ups to make that ball go a little bit further over left field. But that was still, I mean, make contact. That's what you got to do. You got to make contact. But I tell you what, the thing, Andrew, that I keep seeing in these high school games is these bunts that these players put down, the pitchers and catchers, they don't do a very good job fielding it. And it's an opportunity to throw to first base, and the ball gets away. And that's how they got their winning run by the Panthers. Delgadillo put the ball down on 2 outs. He bunted on a 1-2 pitch as well. And Oscar Davis, who came in as relief as a sophomore in the JV, which I thought Oscar Davis in the situation he pitched was fantastic. He was doing great. Just kind of threw a bad ball to Beck there at first base. But that's a huge part of this game that I'm noticing that these teams definitely need to work on their fundamentals on that part of the game. And if you can play that small ball, you have an opportunity to score. Again, back to it, Mandela got an opportunity, but just hit it right there to the left fielder and caught it, and that's the end of the ball game here tonight.
Yeah, tough break there for Oscar Davis, who, like you mentioned, someone from the JV squad to pitch in a huge spot and had pitched great up to that point, but that one errant throw ends up being the difference in this game. And like you said, Riles summoned from the bullpen to try and put a spark into this team, and he was able to do so with a triple and a scorched ball from Braxton Mandela hit right towards the left fielder for St. Pius X. And even though you don't like the result, you like the process here tonight for the Eagles in this loss.
You have to like the process, but I will definitely, you got to give credit to this Inooshu kid who came in tonight. Like you made the comment, his numbers were not very good coming in relief, but I do believe that the fan base here tonight made a humongous difference for both ball clubs here tonight. The Panther ball club, I believe, was energized by their fan club sitting along the first base side, and Inooshu was definitely feeling it as well. 7 strikeouts, 6 in a row at one time there, Andrew. I mean, the kid was dealing. He was on fire and just ready to pitch left and right. But I give credit to the Eagles. I mean, they played well. They got 2 runs there to start the bottom of the first inning. Almost had an opportunity to tie the game there in the 7th inning, but for what I've been seeing of this Eagle team, that was a good game. Yes, they lost. They're now 13-14 on the season, and the Panthers now go to 16-13-1. But you got to keep your head up high. That was a good game.
It's a great game. Hinojosa finishes 4 2/3 pitch, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 8 total strikeouts.
Phenomenal.
Nothing else you can really say. And hey, the awesome thing is you get to see it happen all over again on Tuesday.
Tuesday night we'll be at the pit. I'll be there on the radio call. You're welcome to join us here on the Legacy Sports Network. Not only that game will be on Tuesday night, we have other games as well that you can find all on the lsnsports.com website. And that's our executive producer, Gerald Sanchez, who does a phenomenal job with these ball games. But got to give credit tonight to the scenes that you guys all saw tonight, from Vanessa, who is behind home plate, Rory down at third base side with that great visual there on the St. Thomas High School Baseball Championship down there. Robert here in the booth with us tonight, and then Augie, our director and producer, who is giving you all this action and telling you what was happening on the ball field. So great to have them all here tonight.
Fantastic production for a fantastic game. Once again, our final score, St. Pius X beats St. Thomas 3-2. We'll have that next game for you on Tuesday. But for now, we'll say goodnight. For my partner, Jeff Kemps and Augie Streatfeild and the rest of our fantastic crew here at the Legacy Sports Network and Father Wilson Field, this is Andrew Carter saying good night. We'll see you Tuesday.